Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the Navy midshipmen taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Navy's offense will go to work first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to the fullback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Washington Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. Tripped up for the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Gives it on the option. Turning it on. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. He'll keep it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option, down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
On the option. He'll toss it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. He'll try to do it himself. Inside the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on 2nd and inches. On the option. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Goes to the option. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and athleticism. That's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And will score. Touchdown, midshipman.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, it's just a throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
Williams looking for a man. Floating away. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Navy! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You
practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Boy, and last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games. The thrilling come-from-behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright, and it's Drew Cronick in this offense, man. It's so different. It's they show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing tee that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, it made them even harder to stop a year ago.
Yeah, it really is a bit of a hybrid in a lot of ways. It used to be tough just when it was the regular triple option, and now you've got some different elements factoring into this as well. Big expectations. That win against Oklahoma got Navy fans really excited for this year.
Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll go to the toss. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. 2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Chapman. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? He'll heave it deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Navy will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's going to get loose.
return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed a spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Quarterback making checks. The play action fake. Now sliding to his left. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Williams will pass. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Horvath. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chapman. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Williams looking for a man. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Navy will go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner will be brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Williams will pass. He's got him in the flat. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it at the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Chapman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver, but if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making side adjustments here. Williams looking for a man. Got a man. It's Coleman. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Huskies moving quickly to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Snags it inside the 20. Out of bounds at the 16 after the big-time gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Caught behind the line. It's Green. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Williams will pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the option. Runs through the tackle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Chapman. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Snags a quick pass on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll go with a direct snap. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Right down the middle. Got his man to the left. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Coleman. Showing off the arm. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
He's looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Navy offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be...
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. The midshipman got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, he's got a chance. It's a seam wide open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. From the red zone, it's Chapman. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete to the left, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
To the air, it's Horvat. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And he makes the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offense...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He will not make a fair catch, field the punt, and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll run the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Horvath. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Fires on the run. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Sends it back in motion. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. They'll go to the ground. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the back. Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Williams will pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll send the back in motion. Rush is on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't.
Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Williams looking for a man. Moves away as he feels pressure. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good right down the boulevard. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And Navy will go back on the attack. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. There he goes. Open it up. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Hits the crease. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. To the air, it's Woodson. Unleashes one deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Coleman. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, this is a bad, bad shame. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to run it. Find some fresh air.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Well, obviously, here in the 4th quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. They're expecting him to throw it here on 3rd.
Off the play fake. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It came down to the